We are going to start with the main quest. Event the Divine Remains Remesita 2. Head to the Solace Tavern. Go that way.
When I grow up, I'll be the strongest gladiator.
Try this art form, endorsed by Luther herself.
Go away. We're here. Oh?
Muggy day. Sky's gloomy, air's all wet.
Hmm?
Oh, man. At least let me finish my sentence.
It's raining?
Ugh. Cold, cold, cold.
When I go, a hot meal should warm you up right up. Okay, I mean, a hot meal warms you up right. Okay, no, I can't even talk right now. A hot meal should warm you right up.
All right. I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Raguna. Whoa! Pinch me! This is a feast and a half!
Aww.
Hey, Rover. So, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
Oh?
Oh, that. Don't worry, money's not an issue.
Oh?
Augusta made sure we're covered. All our food and lodging here in Septimont is billed straight to the Ephor's palace. But I think the owner might have overdone it a little.
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon.
Hmm?
And you know me. If food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed.
Oh? Are you sure?
Free stay? Free meal? This effort really knows how to treat guests. Maybe we should, you know, hang around a bit longer. This smells amazing!
Oh? Rover's thinking.
Abby, what do you think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathia's right, the last clues should be somewhere on the Sanguis plateaus. We're so close to the finish line. Just one step away. But our pace has slowed.
Relax. We're already back in Septimont. What's the rush? I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sanguis plateaus.
Hmm?
And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt tacit discords.
Hmm?
Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Ephor's invite did say something about a big hunt. Huh, that reminds me. Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
Oh?
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed.
I'm being.
Looks like it'll be a while. An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it. And why
Gee.
me for this hunt? If it's about the Great Aegon, the messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Alright.
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you. Typical Septimontian, right?
You think so? I've only met her a few times, but I doubt she acts on such simple impulses. And as the Ephor, can she really thoughtlessly do whatever she wants?
Guessed from afar, you possess eyes as clear as crystal.
Oh?
But what troubles you so that eyes once bright as the highland sky now darken with rolling clouds?
Yes, who are you?
A warrior who walks the blade's edge does not falter over trifles. The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne.
Oh?
At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephor's palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power. Even one as honorable as the Ephor must learn when to be ruthless. In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
And you are?
I am Nestor, a traveling poet.
Huh. Interesting.
The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then, if you are curious about the Ephor, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
Okay.
Wait, how do you know she's the champion? And all that stuff about the Ephor, too? Huh? Your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive. Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only option.
Interesting.
Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the Ephor of Septimont.
Oh?
That's why I speak of her with some familiarity.
You related?
I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those
Saying
who walk
related because of
alongside you
red
is
hair,
rarely
sorry.
without its benefits.
Tell me about Augusta. Augustus? Augusta? Am I saying it right?
Augusta. A girl of humble birth, a resonator of modest talent, a commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place. Just like the burning sun was once a cloud of dust.
Oh? Quest unlocked. Okay. Dear guests from afar, follow me to the near forgotten story of Augusta, but simply told might a bit odd. Okay. Perhaps having listened and become the protagonist of such story might be an good option. This should add more immersed touch to the sound and the images you should be yet to hear and see. Are we role playing? Of course, Augusta's story has been written. No matter what the choices, they will not alter our reality. Okay, continue. But be wary, fate flickers, and mishaps can lead to a swift end. Weight of your choice carefully. Papa's past decision may not have been the best. Well, let me tell the story begins. Let's set aside the complex thought. Let me sing the epic of the young girl Augusta. I am Augusta. Okay, take a breath. A gentle, warm light begins to blur your vision. You slowly close your eyes. When it's clear, a small, frightened little girl clutch a sword stand amongst the ruins. A group of solemn Septimontians gladiators stand guard around her. Hey kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know what the dark tides did to your home, and we're here to help. Timidly observe the man in front of you, or only observe the man in front of you. I'm gonna say timid. Oh no! Okay, different choice can change. Oh, okay. You must be hungry. Here, this should be enough to keep you from starving for now. I'll say take the off. Oh. We can take you to Septimont City. It is not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at the ruins won't change you anything. Okay. Even if we rebuild these walls 1,000 times, they will never hold against the dark tide. You don't have the strength to stop it. Bring your sword and come with me. I'll say grip the sword with determination. The gladiator shakes their head and pats you on the shoulder. I would say look back in the ruins. Remember, to maintain status balance, the story ends if you drop. Okay. To 0. Oh, okay. And your reputation is 100%. A story chapter will complete once your corresponding goal are met. Okay. In the end, you choose to leave the village. The gladiator's words revealed a bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home you leave behind. In your travels, you engage with the gladiators. Following the gladiators, you arrive into the city of Septimont by ship. You wave them goodbye, and after arriving at the central square, meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with citizens. You remain kind and anxious. You showed an art of the city. I'll say that one. A poster of a gladiator Argon is pinned to a wooden board. The air is filled with heated chatter about the upcoming match. The gathering people push you towards the crowd. Okay, you draw closer to the crowd. I'll say draw closer because you're curious. You must know, Septimont revert to strength. Here, only the victor reign. That is the law older than the city itself. You notice the passion eyes at Septimontian. You've noticed the disdain eye. Okay, say that one. Ooh. Okay. Eaten or be eaten. Such is the way of the city. To survive, you have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. You can't stop thinking about their conversation. You realize that the gladiators are the very symbol of strength in Septimont. If there is a way to dominate the area, may you find your strength you're looking for. Tear down the posters or walk away from the crowd. Leave quietly. I say leave quietly. As you leave, you notice 3 words stands out. Insentient, chatter, identity, status, and talent. They seem to be the central part of a gladiating. Okay. There's always those commoners who view Argon as a mere boring display of butchery. But they're hardly entertained by the sight of rats screeching in the dirt. What we crave is a truly magnificent warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. Want to have a little bet on how many mangy rats are going to try the Argon this year. Them and their stench being stunking up the place. You're slightly concerned about your talent and status. I would say I'm concerned about it. Ooh, that didn't go well. That didn't go well. You're determined to step into the arena. The rules determine a mentor at your back. Someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day. Perhaps even teaching you to see the fight through the end. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across the Kato. Kato is a retired gladiator star, but takes a few prodigies. This is going to be the... So, if you want to join Argon, you say... Why don't you start telling me about yourself? You recall the discussion about the gladiators, the identity, the status, the talent. People in the city of Septimont seem to value these more than anything. You choose to speak honestly about your past. Ooh. The dark tides your home, and you came to Septimont to seek strength. Is that so? You got some metal, but that's not gonna cut it here. Go home. People like you don't always show up with nothing but fancy dreams. Only you can see them crushed and trampled. I have seen enough of those idiots like you. Tried to argue. What now? Why are you still here? Are you? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? I want to say grip. Ooh, okay. Alright. Then. Let's do. One strike, you win. If you manage that, I will teach you how to be a true gladiator. This duel is your entrance trial. Accept the duel without hesitation. Accept the duel with liberation. Oh, I say accept it without hesitation. The blade meets the sharp clash. Kato moves with practice ease. And you're quickly defeated. Strengthless? Do you realize how weak you are? Which is why I'm seeking power. Which is why I want to be a gladiator. I want to say power. Ooh, that's good. That's doing that. Hey. Do you really think... Okay, I was gonna say, do you really think? Oh my god. Do you really know who you are fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't? Now, how do you plan to end this? Challenge him again in the next day. Back to round 2, are we? Country rats like you are sure are pestering to the city folks, saying you are attack. Ooh. As you continue, just as last time, you aren't much of a challenge to Kato. You swiftly beat him once again. Okay, continue. Go back. This is not your path. Continue the challenge on the 3rd day. Too slow. Too weak. Your foolish wings only bring smile to your enemy. I want to be stronger. Is that your best? How naive. Well, yes, a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate, you lost. We go again. Still not ready to give up? Why don't you sell your sword? It gives you some food at least. We're gonna continue the challenge on the 5th day. You stand before Kato again, dragging your exhausted body, nearly at your limit. I can still fight. Ooh, the wind beat by the blades whispered past. And suddenly, oh, a soft sunlight cascade on the great oak leaf. You hear your friends' laughter, your parents friendly. But in the very next breath, a bone chilling engulfs you. That touch, you know it all too well. But the thought races in your mind. Your hands instinctively grip the sword hilt. I can't stop here. I won't surrender. I would say I won't surrender. You seize an opening, landing a hit on Kato. Kato hands his sword and turns to leave. Ooh, Septimonian areas. The victor claims the weapon of defeat, a symbol of conquest. This sword is yours now. Conquest? Oh, conquest. If you are determined to bite off that crown, don't fall before you get there, August. That your name, isn't it? Yes, I am. Okay, the moment you step into the arena, you will lose this name. The spectators may brand you with your number, the emblem, or even the name of some wild beast. I'm prepared. I would say I'm prepared. And only the last one standing has the right to reclaim their true name. By then, all that chatter your name. Oh, I can't say chatter. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, and talent. Tell me, will I see the day? I will make them know my true name. Starting tomorrow, 6 sharp. Right here. Okay. Epic of the Blazing Sun, Chapter 1. Arrive into the big city. Chapter 1. New arrival in the big city completed.
Fail enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness? Or perhaps, for a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold. And yet, as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story. Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone, but they are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
What's wrong, Abby?
I don't know. It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the Ephor we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
A girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth. I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now.
No. That might be one.
Do you mean Cato? Do you believe Cato handed her that final victory on purpose, and that his scathing words were a test of her resolve?
Maybe. He has a long grown tired of the corrupt system.
Then Cato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
Continue the chatter to Nestor. Nestor. Okay. Continue. Are you ready to listen to the epic blaze sun? Yes. Okay, dawn breaks with a pale glow. A mountain that has already passed Anzakato. And today, the grind continues. A little rest won't help. Stick to the training schedule. You arrive at the training site. Repeating the same moves over and over has begun to wear your attention. You notice some of the other gladiators in moves you've never seen before. Also, stick to our training. You reflect on your training. It was always alone, facing a wooden post, patching yourself up over and over. Endure and push through. The day slips by. The gladiator Argon draws near. Today Kato will give you your final lesson. I've done all I prepare for you. You're on your own. Training ends today. Here my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through? You already know the answer. Your ideas never falter since you left home. To be strong enough to protect others, it counted days. And he reads the answer in your eyes. I remember my true ambition. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You recall Kanto's words from when this all started. By then, all that chanting your name, Augusta, you have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identities, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see it that day? I am looking much forward to it. You are aware that the sponsors of the Gladiator Argon are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants, figures beyond your reach, except perhaps in the underground area? These are all top of the line merchandise I got here. Care to take a look? Like produce on the display, you and few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stand. One by one, those beside you are chosen to escort you away. I take a step forward. The audience cast their eyes in your direction, however, all you receive is a constant laughter in the arena. Visions of your home ruins flash in your mind. The glimpse. I would say flash in your mind, this one. These laughters, though they really did have a hand in the disaster. Okay. In this rotten high place also plays a part Aruna. Ooh. The dark tide alone did not destroy my home. This one. Okay. When the dark tide struck, those with power, wealth continued their life indulgence and luxury. The might of the gladiator exists only to serve their desire. A fire of anger ignites your chest. Silence the fury. Okay, this one. Oh, the hot part. Well, a village girl with such unremarkable forte, dreaming of power and strength. I can't remember the last time Septimont had a joke this amusing. I see you try. I see you try. Try and show them your sword. What can you offer? Prancing round like a clown, scrambling from your life, so we can all have a good life. Oh, do you think playing innocence will win you favors? Don't. I never disappoint. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching a weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. You bear the small anticipation that someone will pick you. You gave the noble a chilling stare as they whispered. Entertain. Say. In Septimont's strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who can hold for herself. You turn your view to towards the voice, with a heavy step. A well-dressed old noble walks down from the stand towards you. He smells a rotten stench. It's unlike the smell of rats, Septimontians have but the foul smell. I would say frown. I engage in your profile venture. To stand in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them, and we might speak further. Brave young lady. You accept the noble trials. Though the trials is fine, a word, something tends to break you. Outside the walls of the Septimont city lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide. Your homeland is no different from home you remember. Returning can't help but feel sentimental. But for us, of the lion beast corrupts that by the dark tide prowls and deep within the cave. No common blade can cut through the skin. Your first trial is to slay the bat beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all equipment but a dull sword. I have no choice to accept. A dull sword is more than enough. The mountain trails winds like a serpent. Among the charred trees, thumped, dozens of bleached skeletons lie scattered. You stepped. Okay, you suspect you're getting closer as you continue to forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first ray of sunlight split the clouds, a cave reveals itself. A breathing death before you gets a clear picture of the cave. A crushing force pressed down on you. Try to break free, try to break free. Oh no. Shh, get down. You're trying to get yourself killed? Hold your breath. Or you alert it. Do as he says. You turn around and see a hunter. Just then, a massive beast roars and walks past where you are hiding. Quickly stare at it. Or keep your head down. Or simply stare at it. After the lion beasts have left, you apologize to the hunter. It was thanks to him the beast did not notice you. Going by those clothes, you're a Septimont gladiator, huh? I used to be just like you. Lost a big match. Got tossed out by the nobles. Ended up like this. You're nothing but their plaything. Skills honed for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimont has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. You pity such reality. Ask the hunter about the beeline. Only a madman would go after that lion. I have my reason. I know what I'm doing. I have my reason. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt to gain more knowledge about your prey. You choose to stand silent, observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you manage to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion beast. Thus, you march towards the deep cave. Deep within the cave, darkness embraces. You tread softly, then, suddenly, a dread frees your step. Between the flickering torch flame, a monstrous shape appears. The lion beast. Fire from neither dance. The mist, the golden mane, white claws like self, death, ears wound in the earth. I strike the lion. As you expected, your sword falls. Ineffective against the lion. Before you take a breath, the lion's thunderous roar storms against you. storms you again. You decide to dodge it and search for its weak point. Quick analysis of the case. I want to say quick. No good. You can't find an opening. It was so far. It moves so fast, reaching further. Can't keep up with this. Continue. If strength alone isn't enough, perhaps I can borrow some help. Just as the lion beast pound, just before the lion beast pound, you slash with all your strength at the sleigh light above. It crashes down into the lion's gaping jaws. It is not over yet. You land it on its neck, landed its neck, lunge to seize you, but you dodge. Your swift dodge forced its claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you gave a final pull, and the beast strangled itself in a frantic struggle. Guessing use the environment is the only way. The trial has ended. You drag your exhausted body towards the stream. The clear waters cascaded down into the mountain valley, and dense forests slumber quietly in the nature's cradle. You rinse your own blood stained in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. Birds scatter fat. You see the forest's uneasy presence. Are they afraid of my power? The critics panic, plunging you the reflection. First time you realize that power can instill them. You still somehow not shaken. You desire more power? With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman. He imposed the second trial upon you. Was it this time? I know well the next one won't be easy. Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you are aware, girl, that all warriors of Septimont have two lives. Two lives. One by the parent, the other by the sword. You may consider the sword in the gladiator's hand as their life in the arena. The second trial bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove it to me. You are worth to stand in the arena. You turn into disgust as you calmly accept. To get the admission pass for the Argon, the second trial, day by day you will fight a gladiator of Septimont. As your reputation grew, so do the spectators. They don't care who you are, but only want is what you when will you fall. Okay. Oh, okay. Look, is that girl again? Don't you think she wouldn't get as many wins as she did? Just look at the size of her. How he even carry those swords? Nor. Is it? Okay, you grow used to the noise. If deafening cheers numbed your faint sword, now rests against your opponent's throat. Suppress your desire to kill. One by one, the gladiators challenge grew in numbers. Those you've defeated kneel before you, sword, offering the sword symbol. You raise the opponents. Okay, raise the opponent. Even in Septimont, there a limit of opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you will need to seek toughness challenges. You have target Victor, frequent champion of Argon from one of the noble houses. Do you have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor of Argon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor and the finest weapon. Oh, so what? The house behind Victor came to you with an offer. A perfect job. Sustain. Okay. I would say rip the contract. You reject the bribery without a second thought. Humiliating. The new noble servant spits a curse in your face. Say nothing and void any alteration. You ignore the peasant. Do you know what it means to refuse a noble? Then you shall suffer your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity, as you won't get any. Your eyes. Okay, the silence is shown around those the surface and tear up the contract. Let's go. There's no point in talking sense into this arrogant fool. Then again, I appreciate it if you don't waste too much of my time in the arena. They throw a bag of credit as a way of humiliating, following up with sarcasm and mockery of gesture. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. Feel nothing. The day arrives. Victor accepts your challenge with his honor of nobility as status. You remember well what it look he wore, but few days prior. Okay. But the noble wields a word, not a sword. Victor knows nothing about swords. You can easily defeat the weak, incompetent Scot. Casually lift his pretty head with the tip of your sword. Stare at the watching with contempt. I've won. I've achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see it? Your lighted lies scattered before strength. Oh. The crowd erupted in cheers and applaud. The noble, unable to deny your triumph, raised their head. You return to the lodge to count your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now, only one life. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation and do not dare to challenge you, except one. Aridel, the rising star of the underground area, arena. Unlike you, he was born with a powerful forte. He is undoubtedly the king of the arena. Talent is no longer mattered. A sword tempted by countless battles is no less. Ooh. Amidst the endless chant of the name Arendelle, you arrived as you promised. As always, spectators crowd. Yeah. Your opponent towers your physique, dwarf yours. His crushing presence brings to mind the fearsome lion beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain foothold. Arendelle is unusually heavy. You are all too familiar with the noble's despicable tricks. Stay calm. You then shift your pace, luring Arendelle into a very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, his step grew loose, his reaction sluggish. Seize the opportunity. Your sword stops just before the neck of the Septimont's strongest gladiator. The arena falls silent. Almost immediately, the crowd erupts into applaud. Stab, stab, stab. What? Is that so? What? Now? Erdo closes his eyes except Faye. Let's leave it here. In front of everyone watchful, you take Aradel's sword, then bow towards the audience before turning to leave. You can feel everyone's glance. You can feel the sense of relief. Continue. Live, live, live the cheer, leaving the cheers behind. The next day, you arrive before an old school noble from 100 lives. Huh. Elder is merely made of Septimont flesh. Above him stands a far greater force. I'm ready for my third trial. Third trial is to earn the blessing of the Lioness of Glory. This is impossible to defeat. You never planned to let me pass. I know, okay. Is never a taste of defeat. People say it's the peak of human can ever reach. the last war of Septimont, but I have no reason to yield. Okay. Okay. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training ground once again. While you wait for Kato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post. It has been the most enduring companion, pursuing your pursuing true strength. Cut down and leave the past behind. A gentle hug. I would say cut down. I think that's what she would do. She would cut down. She wants to try. She wants to show her true strength. Well, not particularly easy path, is it? Tell me, what did you learn from this path? Strength can be destructive, or strength can be instill fear. I would say strength be destructive. Strength brings conquest. Such humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I will be there for you. I will be there for your last trial. And I will call your name for all to hear. I will not stop here. Did I say thank you? Because he said not now. Pack it in your room. You stare blankly at your stack of collection of swords. These trophies symbolize strength and conquest, but how would you show them to the world? You once heard the tale of the legendary gladiator, a warrior who would always fuse their opponent's sword with their own after victory. Now, you decide to tread the same path and stand before the smith. Glaze at the flying sparks from the Black Forge. Or stop outside the Black Forge. If it was me, I would gaze at the sparks from the Black Forge. That's just being me. You wish to demonstrate your strength, yet now you still seek to do this with power, not for your own. Watching the blacksmith hammer rise and fall, a seemingly impractical idea emerge. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all the swords to one. Feel the power. Grip the heavy sword in your hands. I would say grip the heavy sword in your hand. Your forte never without. Okay. Your forte never stands out among the resonators, but it seems insignificant is enough to be the strongest than forging fire and hammer swing. The day of the trial has finally arrived. You walk to the arena's center with your newly forged sword. Bronze horns blare from the atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Aris in Dona. I can't pronounce it. To survey the surrounding grounds, take a breath. I would say survey and surround the ground. You just want to look around, don't you? Suddenly, a rumbling roar cuts through the noise of the crowd. The noble banner flutters and falls. All the seamed shadows swallows the sunlight around you. And I can't pronounce this. Ara's mountainous size catches your eye. There's a slight ringing in your ear. I would say that catches your eye. You're looking at it. You're looking straight at it. Is awake. The noble shriek. Standing silent opposite you. Slowly, his eyes open, only watching you. Raise your hand to heal. Focus and stay alert. I would say focus, stay alert. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness shattered stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging it. Flying debris. The chilling swept through the tears. The cloth on your right shoulder. Oh. Take initiative. Take a defensive stand. Ooh. I would say take initiative. Okay. The scream from the stand are soon to drown by the lioness's roar. Lioness roar. The wave of sound and dust rips past your ear. You can taste blood in your lip and tongue. Ignore the pain and tend to your wound later. What I would do. As, you know, not what I would do. Like, I mean, what she would do. As second attack comes without a warning, you barely have time to reach before your sword rises to meet her descent pause. This strike shall be my all. Ooh. Recall your encounter with previous boss. I would say recounter previous boss. Ooh. You managed to withstand the fierce attack. At the moment, it withdraw, seizing the opportunity to thrust your sword into the ancient crack in its right foreleg. Golden blood spilled the arena. Ooh. I would say steady breath. I can look it up. Sees her attack. Her mane brushes against your blood-stained face. Before she lowered her head, the arena shakes with applause. You heard the crowd chanting your name in honor. Have I gained the lioness blessing? I passed the finder. Or could say the lioness. Listen to the waves. Cheers. Oh, this is two. O wise and noble, the mighty guardian of Septimont, bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. Wake up. You could say wake up. You walk up the steps after. Oh. When a cry of triumph resonates with the earth, you see the fire vanity blaze across Septimont. A wave of applause, Septimonian saluting as I advance. O sun and moon, witness this extraordinary feat. Witness her epic dedication to Septimont. Take another step forward. As the platform rises, you realize that by earning the blessing, you have granted a privilege. They are all bowing to. You are the crown champion without the grand argon. Nevertheless, you have already conquered countless gladiators with your strength. Under everyone's gaze, glory now bows to your feet. Ooh, should I say silence the crowd or raise your sword? I would say raise your sword because she just raised her sword in the picture. At last, you stand atop the summit. The champion only now with the battle fire cooled in your veins. Do your wound raise their voice in protest? You have shattered the decaying order with strength, and through strength you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield the gladiator's valor with the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that your homeland tragedy will forever be undone. Yet, should the next rule forged by might lose their foundation, will they not fall? A cold whisper of unease coil in your chest. Well, then, no time for pointless pondering now. From this day forward, your sword, your honor, your 2 lives shall serve Septimont. Oh. At the summit of Septimont, spectators cheer you on and the story concludes with a aww.
Merely the rough shape of a short epic. This is all I can offer about the Ephor.
Okay.
Now, as a listener, what do you make of my narration?
Interesting. I enjoyed it.
I appreciate your kind words, my generous listener. I am only a humble wordsmith, spinning verses and rhymes. The essence of poetry is granted by those who dare defy their fate. But there is one thing I must confess. Through my words, your knowledge of the Ephor is partial, at best.
Oh.
Poetry can only offer a glimpse of the true story. The reality of people, events, and things slips beyond the grasp of words. I do not belong in the pages of the epic, so I remain confined to the observer's gaze. I can imagine events and emotions unfold, but I cannot truly recreate them. Here's some advice for you, though I hesitate to call it such. If you want the truth of a story, step into it. Become part of it. The opportunity stands before you now. As I've said, the tale between you and Augusta, the hero of Septimont, is only now turning its next page.
Seem to know exactly what I'm about to do. I clicked on it.
It's not difficult to see. Fate flows like the stars, tracing their course. Your destination is written in the steps you take. The rain is passing. I hear it ceasing its symphony upon the earth. It is time for farewells.
Oh?
Before I leave, may I ask you one last question?
Sure.
What is it that has lifted Augusta to the seat of power? What is it that makes a ruler?
Well, I'd say strength. Let's be real. There's no way Augusta could have passed those trials without strength. Rover, what do you think?
I don't know. Gonna say that. I don't know.
You needn't rush to answer now. Keep it in mind as you continue your journey. When the final chapter is written, the answer will reveal itself. Farewell, my friend. Our paths crossed by fate and by chance. Soon, after this brief encounter, everything about me will be gone with the wind.
Oh?
But you, your epic continues.
The previous day.
Your Excellency, you have indulged her too much. As the priestess, you know is far too unruly in both action and word. It's a disgrace to her title.
Indeed. She entered the palace unannounced, uninvited, and with no decorum. A blatant affront to the authority of the palace.
Same as always. Senators, all she crossed was a doorway. One too insignificant to carry the weight of our authority, or defend anyone's fragile pride. Let us not forget, it is not the walls of Capitolini Hill that command fear. It is my will, my sword, and our relentless conquest. I know your fear. You fear a priestess's voice drowning yours, and a rebel challenging the Senate's rules. But listen well. Power does not bow to sycophants, cowering behind their traditions. If you seek power, then step from the shadows. Face me, and prove yourself worthy.
Took you long enough, Augusta.
Handling the senators takes time. You know that. Well, to keep our esteemed priestess from waiting, maybe next time I'll just leave them to their own devices. I'll make sure they record every detail of your feat, and relay it word for word to Grandmother Lilibet. Priestess Iuno. Unruly behavior left Tetragon Temple without permission, and trespassed into the Ephor's palace. I wonder, who will lose it first? Lilibet? Or you?
Let those old foxes report me all they want. If they step into the Tetragon left foot first, I'll shoot the left. Right foot first, I'll shoot the right.
Hey, I'm with you on that one. The Senate should be reminded now and then that the Tetragon's kindness is not a reason to take Priestess Iuno lightly. Why didn't you wait there? I had everything handled. We depart for the hunting ground tonight. If anything changed, you could have reached me by my terminal. You didn't need to come all the way here. I want you free of duty until that day arrives.
You're overthinking it, Augusta. I'm here to see that person.
Oh?
Grandmother Lilibet said her fate is one of unknowable void. Sounds intriguing enough to make time for.
So that's it? Too bad. The ship from Laguna won't dock until tomorrow morning, and we'll be gone by then.
Oh?
Ugh, what a hassle.
Patience, you know. The warrior has accepted the invitation. So, you'll have plenty of time to meet during the hunt.
The hunt.
Is there something else you want to say?
I read Grandma Lilibet's Book of Prophecies. The hunt and our plan, neither end well.
Oh?
Are you sure we should go through with this?
Risk does not trouble me. Peril simply requires greater strength. But really, when did you start caring about the temple's traditions?
O ye faithless of Septimont, the divinity is enraged. Should your ruler defy their will again, doom shall be your fate. Lately, I've been hearing murmurs from the nobles again, about the ancient prophecy from Laguna.
I will admit, those words once carried weight. But when our ancestors crossed the waters and climbed these hills, Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship. And the priestesses all said the prophecy was incomplete. Only the hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, shall bring eternity to Septimont. Then shall the waters quiet, the tempest still, and glory return with the blood of the old king. Do not forget, this is the other half of the prophecy. Fabius, Attilius, Valeria, one after another, these heroes have saved Septimont from the brink of ruin. As long as a hero stands, no disaster can break this eternal city.
What if this time is different? What if ruin is our fate?
Then I will sever that fate with my blade.
Oh.
What's so amusing?
So, the fearless priestess Iuno can be frightened after all.
Oh?
But it's fine. If you're afraid, don't push yourself. I can handle this alone. Most revered priestess, wait for me in the temple. I shall return victorious.
Frightened. Me? If anything, it's you, trying to shut me out and face it alone. Fine. Go ahead. You'll come back to me sooner or later.
That I can't deny.
I knew it. So you do need me for this hunt.
Thank you. You know.
Who's... What says
Why
you know
are
is gonna
saying
prep.
this?
I keep pronouncing you know is wrong. I need to think of it as like Uno. You know. After listening so many times, and I think I actually got the grasp of the name now.
The storm is coming. Come, you know, my friend. The best way to greet a storm is to walk straight into it.
Ooh. We gotta charge into the storm. Dun dun dun.